Life is not only about the dreams you chase or the goals you achieve, it is also about the people you choose to surround yourself with. Every person you allow into your life either lifts you higher or pulls you down. Sometimes, the most dangerous obstacles are not circumstances, but the people who quietly drain your energy, steal your peace, and blind your vision. You must learn to identify these people not because you hate them, but because your soul deserves protection. Your dreams deserve clarity, and your heart deserves peace. Let us talk about 5 kinds of dangerous people you must avoid to live a life of fulfillment, strength, and growth. Number 1, the constant complainers. The constant complainers are the ones who never see light even when the sun is shining. They see problems in every solution, flaws in every plan, and darkness in every dawn. When you sit with them, your spirit begins to shrink because instead of talking about hope, they talk about despair. Instead of searching for beauty, they search for faults. You leave their company feeling heavier than before, not because you shared your burdens, but because they poured theirs into you without giving anything uplifting in return. What makes them dangerous is not their words alone, but the way those words creep into your own thinking. You start with a hopeful heart, but slowly you begin to echo their language. Their complaints become your complaints. Their hopelessness becomes your doubt. And before you know it, the gratitude you once carried is replaced with constant dissatisfaction. Negativity is a virus, and complainers spread it without guilt. They take joy in pointing out why things will never work, why people can't be trusted, and why life is unfair. But life becomes unfair not because it is, but because we allow their perspective to blind us from seeing the blessings in front of us. The real loss is not in their complaints, but in your lost ability to remain thankful. Gratitude is the shield that complainers try to break. They don't want you to focus on what you have. They want you to obsess over what's missing. They don't want you to celebrate progress. They want you to sit with them in frustration. Their danger lies in pulling you into the pit they refuse to climb out of. You must protect your soul from such voices because they will convince you that joy is impossible, that peace is temporary, and that hope is foolish. But joy is not found in a perfect life, it is found in a thankful heart. Complainers steal that truth from you by covering your eyes with shadows. Distance from complainers is not cruelty, it is wisdom. Because sometimes silence is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Silence from negativity, silence from doubt, silence from the never-ending stream of hopeless words. And when you step away from them, you will find that the world is not as dark as they made it seem. Number 2, the dream killers. Dream killers are the ones who look at your vision and laugh. They are the ones who hear your goals and immediately list reasons why you will fail. They are not dangerous because they know the truth, they are dangerous because they plant seeds of fear. Their goal is not to stop your dream directly, their goal is to stop you from even starting. They dress their fear as wisdom, their insecurity as advice, and their envy as concern. Every time you share your dream, they question it. Every time you make progress, they belittle it. Every time you gather courage, they tell you stories of failure. Slowly, you start to question yourself. You begin to think maybe they are right, maybe you are too small, maybe your dream is too big. And in that moment, they win not because your dream wasn't possible, but because they made you surrender before the journey even began. Dream killers often hide in people you trust. Friends, family, colleagues. They disguise their discouragement as care. They say, I'm just being realistic. But reality is not fixed. It is shaped by belief, effort, and persistence. Their version of reality is only a reflection of their own fears. And if you absorb their fears, you will abandon your wings before you ever learn how to fly. The tragedy of listening to dream killers is not losing your dream. It is losing your belief in yourself. Because no one can truly take your dream away, but they can convince you to bury it with your own hands. And when that happens, you don't just lose the dream, you lose a piece of your soul. To protect yourself, you must build walls around your vision. You must understand that your dream is sacred, and not every ear deserves to hear it. Some people will water it, others will poison it. It is your responsibility to know the difference. Courage is not only about chasing dreams, it is also about protecting them. Protecting them from doubt, from fear, and from those who want to clip your wings. Because your dream was given to you for a reason, and no voice should be allowed to silence it. And once you start walking towards your vision with conviction, the noise of the dream killers will fade, but the voice of your own belief will grow louder. Number 3, the manipulators. Manipulators are skilled actors. They wear masks of care, of love, of concern, but underneath lies a hidden agenda. They know how to twist words to make you feel guilty for saying no. They know how to play the victim so you always feel like the rescuer. They know how to turn your kindness into a chain that keeps you bound to their needs. At first, you think they care, but slowly you realize their care always comes with conditions. The danger of manipulators is that they do not take your freedom openly, they convince you to give it away. They make you question your worth. They make you believe you owe them things you never did. They blur the line between love and control until you can no longer tell the difference. And when you finally realize, you see that your voice has been silenced and your strength has been drained. Their power lies in your guilt. They feed on it. They thrive when you feel ashamed for setting boundaries, when you feel selfish for choosing yourself, when you feel unkind for walking away. But love is not supposed to feel like a prison. Care is not supposed to feel like a cage. When you are constantly suffocated, it is not love. It is manipulation. Breaking free from manipulators requires courage. Because they will cry, they will beg, they will blame, they will twist every word to keep you where they want you. But you must remember, your life is not a debt to be paid. Your kindness is not a chain to be pulled. Your love is not a weapon to be used against you. The more you stay under their control, the more you forget who you truly are. You forget your own voice, your own choices, your own desires. You become an echo of their demands. And the tragedy is not just the time you lose, but the self you lose in the process. You must choose freedom, even if it hurts. Because freedom will rebuild you, while manipulation will break you. You must choose distance, even if it feels lonely. Because distance will heal you, while manipulation will drain you. And when you reclaim your voice, you will remember that love never chains, it frees. Number 4, the jealous pretenders. Jealous pretenders are the most silent yet the most dangerous. They smile when you succeed, but deep inside, they resent you. They clap for your victories, but the sound is hollow. They hug you, but their hearts are heavy with envy. They stand beside you, but they secretly wish you would stumble. And the worst part is, they wear the mask of friendship. Jealousy is dangerous because it doesn't attack you openly. It poisons you silently. It hides behind compliments, behind forced smiles, behind fake support. You begin to believe they are truly with you, but in reality they are against you. They don't want your failure, but they will never sincerely want your success. They live in the shadows of comparison, and every step you rise feels to them like a reminder of their own fall. The jealous pretender is not a friend, but they are not always an enemy either. There's something in between, too close to cut off easily, but too dangerous to keep close. And that's what makes them so harmful. You open your heart, you share your secrets, you lean on them, only to realize later that your victories became their bitterness. True friendship knows no jealousy. True love knows no envy. When someone truly cares for you, your success feels like their success. Your happiness feels like their joy. But when jealousy hides behind pretended love, your peace is always at risk. The danger of jealous pretenders is that they drain your trust. They make you suspicious of everyone. They make you question whether anyone truly cares. And once trust is broken, it takes a long time to rebuild. To protect your heart, you must watch actions, not just words. You must listen to energy, not just applause. Because sincerity cannot be faked for long. And when you see the signs, you must protect yourself, not out of hatred, but out of wisdom. And once you surround yourself with people who celebrate you genuinely, you will realize that true love never competes, it completes. Number 5, the energy vampires. Energy vampires do not always hurt you with words or betrayals. Sometimes they simply exhaust you. They are always in need, always in crisis, always pulling you into drama that is never ending. You walk away from them not inspired but drained, not lighter but heavier. They do not pour into you, they only take, and take again. At first, you think you are helping. You think your listening ear, your comfort, your encouragement is making a difference. But soon, you realize nothing changes. Because they are not looking for solutions, they are looking for constant attention. And the more you give, the emptier you become. The danger of energy vampires is not just in their neediness, but in the way they make you feel guilty for protecting yourself. They say you are unkind when you take a break, selfish when you set a boundary, uncaring when you choose silence. But you must remember your energy is not unlimited. And if you pour it endlessly into people who never give back, you will be left with nothing for yourself. Energy is life. It fuels your dreams, your growth, your healing. Without it, even the brightest vision will fade. And when energy vampires drain you, they're not just taking your time, they are taking your ability to move forward. Your responsibility is not to fix everyone, your responsibility is to protect your soul. Because when you are empty, you cannot help anyone, not even yourself. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is survival. Distance is the medicine. Silence is the shield. Space is the gift you must give yourself. And once you step away from the constant drain, you will rediscover strength you thought you lost. And with that renewed strength, you will finally see that protecting your energy is not abandonment of others, it is the beginning of honoring yourself. In the end, life is too short to let dangerous people dictate your destiny. The complainers will dim your gratitude. The dream killers will silence your vision. The manipulators will steal your freedom. The jealous pretenders will poison your trust. And the energy vampires will drain your soul. But the moment you choose to protect yourself from them, you begin to live from a place of strength, clarity, and purpose. You were not born to carry the weight of other people's fears, negativity, or envy. You were born to rise, to shine, and to walk your own path with courage. Protect your space, guard your peace, and surround yourself only with those who inspire, uplift, and celebrate you. Because when you do, you will discover that your life was always capable of being extraordinary. It only needed the right people around you to remind you of your own power.